As players gear up for the biggest and most serious competition of the year, we tackle a less serious topic and look back at our favorite cards in Star Wars Destiny.
With Jason on assignment, we're joined by Mr. Chip from Discard to Reroll to help keep Mike and I in line and to tell us about the awesome gift he got last week.
All right, so let's tackle our top 5. This is episode 85, our top 5.
You have been well trained.
No. You don't have to carry a sword to be powerful.
I won't fail you.
Oh, do not.
I'm not afraid.
Please don't try.
All right, we are back.
Thanks, guys. So first off, again, as you'll notice, we've got a slightly different face in the crowd tonight. So I want to welcome Mr. Chip back on the show, helping us co-host tonight. We sent Jason out on assignment, and from what the chat's saying, Jason's never looked better. So
I can't believe you're having me back. That must be a mistake. So I didn't know if I should reply, but it's nice to be here. I didn't get a chance to meet Mike. I guess he had internet problems.
Oh, man, that was so bad.
SoCal.
That was right when I moved here, I believe,
it was.
Right? Yeah,
yep.
That was supposed to be the inaugural stream, and yeah, the internet was down for about 14 hours or something like that.
Yeah, that was the night we cursed the internet.
I love his stuff. But thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, we're excited to have you.
It's not going to happen, but I'm going to feed into your ADD a little bit because I love all the stuff you have on your shelves, and I get like Mike's got like a museum over there.
Yeah, I got a few things. Got Boba Fett, Trooper, and then a little bit further I got let's see, pilot helmet. I got a bunch of stuff. They're too much.
Awesome stuff.
You got the Poe helmet too, right?
Yes, yeah, that's right. I got a Poe helmet up there. Oh man, we got some hecklers in the chat already.
I know. Joe has returned. Our buddy Joe has been AWOL the last couple of shows. He's back with a vengeance tonight, I think. Hi, Joe. So Mr. Chip, what's new in the world of Destiny for you this week?
Oh, nothing. Other than the fact, everybody had me worried that I was going to lose like my $1,500 investment in Destiny this week. But other than that, I did find the secret to winning worlds. I mean, I talked about it a little bit on my pathetic channel that I have on YouTube with like 20 people who watch it. But this is it right here.
Woo!
I didn't even open it up. This is an unboxing.
Ooh, we're getting a live unboxing right now,
right?
Folks.
This, I don't know if you know much about this, but this holds 44 Destiny dice and 44 sleeved cards.
Random
so like
number?
Decks, which is
What?
1.5 decks. I love it.
It's like the rival set that you got in every single one of those starters that you got. You threw that away. It's actually a little harder, but it's still. That's not gonna work.
So,
look at that.
Do you get sleeves?
I was like, did they give you tissues? What is that? Okay.
Yes. To cry that you paid $50 or whatever it was for. You get no, I think you're supposed to put your sleeved cards up.
Okay,
it's not even sleeves.
No.
God forbid.
Put some of these sweet promos in there. I don't know if you can see those. Well,
Uh-oh.
Cards, but
Are those official FFG merchandise?
If they put discard to reroll on the back, then
we should get them to do that. I'm sure
yeah, we should.
Oh yeah, they're real big fans of that lately. They really love. There you go.
I don't hate the little card box.
It would last one game.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say by the time I
look, you already broke it.
It wouldn't.
But anyway, I did say if anyone brought this to World and won a match, well, even played a match, truthfully, and this was what they brought their dice in, I will personally congratulate you, and B give you a whole set of alt-art cards from discard to reroll. But
that's so funny. I'll be on the lookout for you.
Yeah, don't do that.
I hope someone just trolls with one of those and just brings it and just
I'll
mops
be on the
up.
lookout.
I hope Joe brings one for the day.
We can say Joe might bring one for the day.
Totally should.
I like the art. That's some of my favorite Leia art.
Yeah.
But
It is cool. That is very cool. The art they picked on all of them is cool. The Boba Fett's really cool.
Yeah.
If they were just a little hard, well,
or foam. I could almost deal with foam in there.
Yeah.
What is the reason? Like, what? Why? Why of all?
44 is such an odd number.
I don't. So it's a magnet too. I didn't realize that. So
That's kind of cool.
yeah, it's not bad. I mean, not. Yeah, it's.
So we figured out our thought was it's a trading binder. So you put all your trades in there and you can bring it with you. That's about the only reason. That's the
You
only
have to
thing I do
wrestle
with
them
it.
out of there when you're done.
Yeah.
Hey, go stand on the other side of the ring. I'm going to shoot this dice to you.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good use of it. The problem is they didn't on their website. They say like use it when you're playing. Like it's easy to find the dice.
I don't
I
normally play on a table that has room for a dice tray, let alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe says a couple of his local players have them and seem to like them.
I mean, I've seen. Oh gosh, we've seen how many different types of transportation devices for Destiny stuff that there's a little bit of everything. Yeah, those are super popular.
Those,
I don't think these are. Awesome.
Those are those Z-bins, right?
yeah,
Is that what they're called?
I had a bunch. I had a full set, like I think 8 or 9 of them, and I just went back down to one. I had one that was a prototype that I had for a review, and I just have that one still, and I'll bring that with me if I go places. But usually I just use a deck box. I had a Worlds deck box that I used, Ultra Guard one that is good. Yeah.
I have an Ultra Pro Twin. It's like one of those twin deck ones, but you can't fit unless you have a deck that only has a few dice upgrades, stuff like that in it. You've got to bring something separate to keep your tokens and all that jazz in. So then I still find myself juggling 2 things, which is actually kind of annoying.
That's the key for me is the tokens, right? Because you end up, it's the cool part about the game, but they end up being all over the place. And I like that this had a spot for them. And I went matless at the regional. Maybe that's why I came in like 68th place, but I felt like
It was the mat.
It was definitely the mat. When I didn't bring a lot of stuff, I just felt better.
Yeah, it was less stuff I had to keep track of and worry about, and my dice aren't going to die if they hit a table for one match.
Yeah,
I don't know.
At this point, resale value, I really, I want to enjoy it while we can.
Yep, exactly.
There you go.
Enjoy it while you can. So, what's up with you, Kim, in Destiny?
Well, I was going to ask you the same thing. It's been a little quiet in my neck of the woods this week. We did another. I don't think we did another draft. I don't know that I don't think that was last week. I talked about it. So I went to my local night. I was going to take E.A.L.A. E-Ray. I took it, but there were only 3 of us, so we didn't. So we decided just for fun to draft again, and I drafted purely on emotion and no skill or thought put into it whatsoever. So I was able to draft Darth Maul, who I didn't have, and Obi-Wan.
Nice.
So now instead of pairing them appropriately, I was like, nope, I'm gonna play them together. Not the best idea that I've ever had. Nor was the fact that clearly my brain was on another planet while I was drafting, and was I pulling the blue cards out of the things that went by? No, I was pulling yellow. I don't know why.
That works.
I have no good reason as to why I thought these cards look great. Well, you can't put them in a mono blue deck, genius. So I held my again, there were only 3 of us, so it was okay. And I didn't die as quickly as I thought. Maul and Obi together were actually really fun. So had I actually picked some blue cards, it would have been helpful. I barely squeaked in a 20 card deck for the draft using the stuff that was in there. So yeah,
that's rough.
It wasn't like a total blowout though. I got some of that, and I really should have just switched it out. I should have not done Obi and Maul. I just couldn't help myself. It was too thematic. I couldn't pass it up. So I will say I put up a good fight, but I didn't win. Thanks for bringing up that sore spot, Joe, down there in the chat. I see it.
Yeah, you got top 3.
Yeah, I did.
Bronze.
I did.
Bronze medal.
So, but it was fun. Like draft is probably my new favorite thing in Destiny, honestly. Like I just really enjoy it. It's just fun. I think it levels a playing field. You can do crazy, stupid stuff. And still have a great time playing. So that was my last week. I don't know what we're going to do this week because I don't know. It's a little quiet in my local area, so we'll have to see.
So you had 3 people in the draft?
Yeah, we used to easily have 8 or so, but a lot of people have been taking a break after regionals, so it's been kind of quiet.
Kind of a lull. You could do a different draft format too, like the Winchester draft, where you do a head-to-head draft, which is fun too.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah, that's
what
the
about
first.
You, Mikey Mike?
For me, not a whole lot. Surprisingly, TTS has been a little quiet.
I wonder. I don't.
So I've been getting some games in here and there. Still trying to get some stuff going with maybe a local league. I've been working on that, and working with a couple of local shops. We might have up to 4 shops involved, so that might be cool. And shoot, that's about it. I bought some more packs so we can open a pack for card dissection, and maybe while we're doing the show, I'll open a couple more just for fun.
Nice. So did you finally blast through those other boxes that you had that I couldn't believe you'd let not open yet?
They're still back here.
Oh, I'm impressed.
These boxes, that's full of boosters. There's like 30, at least 30 in there.
Can't do it. I need to know. It's like Christmas. I need to know what's in them. I can't stand it.
Well, I can it's like a really nice bar of chocolate. Like you just want to have like a little piece at a time, you know? So I'll come in here and I'll just like open one pack, and then it'll be a goddamn dark advisor, and I'll just get super upset.
Like last week when it was barter. Is that what it was last week?
Yeah, it was barter. The one I ripped in half. Yeah, that was barter.
Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah.
So there was a little bit of no, I'm sorry. I guess we have a little bit of news we can talk about.
Yeah, let's talk about the news.
Let me take that back, huh? You'll find what you need.
Watto also had dogs.
Wow, that sounded so real.
Yeah, those someone just rang my doorbell. So that's the beauty of a live show.
Yep. You just right before we went live, mine went berserk.
Yeah, I don't know.
So we got this. There's this little thing in Minnesota next week called Worlds.
What is that about?
I don't know if you guys have heard about it or not.
What is it?
Apparently, a bunch of people are going to get together and play some Destiny, and at the end, I don't know, crown some champion and have a parade and that kind of stuff.
Oh, that's what the Chance Cube Open is, the warm up to Worlds. That's what Worlds is talking about. I get it.
That's what it's really about. That's the only reason anybody's going.
So,
but yes, if you are, we are hosting the 2nd annual Chance Cube Open at Worlds on, it's going to be May 2nd. It's the day before Worlds starts, so it's that Wednesday, which is the 2nd.
Yep, and it's starting at 5:30 p.m. in the Radisson. Tickets are on, tickets are on sale now. They're only $8 in advance or $10 at the door. And yeah, first place gets a full box of your choice, and then the rest of the boosters will be split up, and lots of other Destiny prizes, and all the advanced ticket sales will be used to pay for to get more prizes,
to get more goodies. Yeah, so there's going to be a random attendee who also wins an entire box while we're there. So definitely, if you're in the area, if you're going to be in town early, this is a great opportunity to it's a super relaxed event. So it's going to be Swiss, casual Swiss, no top cut, just a relaxed, easygoing event. So we had a good turnout last year, so we're hoping for the same if you're in the neck of the woods.
How close is that hotel to the, is it at the HQ where Worlds is?
I think they're real close. So some of the events for Worlds are being held at the Radisson.
Okay.
It's got to be close then.
Yeah, so it's, and I haven't been there before, but I don't know that Roseville is huge. Didn't seem like it on the map, but I could be wrong.
Right?
I am driving the 12 hours from Ohio to Roseville, Minnesota. We'll see if my sanity makes it. I don't know. We'll see.
It's awesome.
I'll be there. I don't know if my sanity will be there, but I have a friend going with me, so it'll be fun.
Nice.
I'm looking that part will be a fun. Nice. She's the same one that road tripped with me to Nova last year. So if you were at Nova and saw Katie and myself hanging out, you'll see us at Worlds. Doing some interviews, all that good jazz. But yeah, definitely. I believe we have the link for tickets. If you want to go ahead and buy those advance tickets, it's over on our Facebook page.
Let's also talk about this a little bit older news, but the Cassian spoiler.
Yeah, this came out right after last week's show, so we didn't get a chance to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see this, Mr. Chip?
I did see that card. What magazine was that in?
I still haven't heard.
So the magazine, it's like a, it's for like board game stores. They have like a magazine, a trader type magazine, and they had a 1-page blurb in there, like upcoming game for Way of the Force expansion, and yeah, that's where it is. I can tell by the red page. Then that's when I went to my local game store. I checked to see if it was in there. That's where it is. Can't hear him at all. Who can't you hear?
I think it.
Carlos,
Mr. Chip is very
quiet. Oh, he's very quiet.
All right. You're going to get it.
All right.
Here it comes. How's that?
That's better.
Better? All right. I'll stay on mic. That card looks awesome, and I think I heard that people thought it was broken as soon as they saw it. I don't know if I believe that, but it looks good.
I don't think it's broken, but we'll see it played. I haven't seen it on TTS yet, surprisingly.
I did hear it was going to be this huge boost for mill. That's what I saw the chatter about. I don't know if that's the case or not, but
yeah, that's what.
I don't like mill. Mill's the devil, so I can't speak to that.
Yeah, it's what's been going on in the chats is that people are saying this is going to be a boost for mill.
Oh, Ruben will be excited.
Yeah, Ruben is ecstatic.
Trying to find the card. Doesn't it do 1 damage for each die of his character die that you resolve?
Let me see if I got. I dropped one here in our show notes, but I can't read it because it's too small.
Yeah, I'm trying to read it. It's way too small.
I made it ginormo, and now I've lost it. There we go. After you resolve this die, you may deal 1 indirect damage to an opponent or discard the top card of a deck.
Oh, right. There's the mill.
Yeah, there's the mill.
Yeah, so it's got 1 range, 2 range, 1 mill, 1 resource, and a blank. And he's only 10-14 with 10 health.
Yeah, we'll see. Like Joe in the chat is saying, you can't say any card is broken until you've seen everything from the set. We don't know.
Broke.
Already broken.
It's junk.
Next. What's the next set? Yeah, it's cool. You know, Mike Gem he has an article where he talks about, they call it like the middle. That's a middle character. You know, it's that 14-point spot. And it seems to serve a pretty nice one for a hero.
Ooh, sorry, guys.
Put that anywhere, too. Yeah, see where that goes. But I like it. I want to see more. 9 spoilers is not enough. You know, I was looking on the Fantasy Flight website, and like it never fails that like right after I check it, the spoilers come out on their website. It's happened 3 times now, and I saw like today they posted 2 different things on their site. They posted one for I don't know, like Arkham Horror, or whatever it is. They put those spoilers up every 5 minutes, and then it was Legion. Like it just came out. Yeah,
I did see that. Yeah, there's a Han and a Commando expansion. I think those were teased a while ago, but now they're talking about them more for Legion.
Yeah, it was Save the Rebellion. It was this. Well, I'm sorry. It was X-Wing. It was X-Wing is what it was. And the Snow Troopers in Star Wars Legion, which they did announce that before. But like today, it was Saw for X-Wing. So.
And so we get 9. I'm with you. I'm ready for some. I think maybe. I bet you we see more pop out at Worlds.
Yeah.
I'm hoping. I'll be sure to throw pictures up on Facebook as I'm running around that place. That's what I'm on the hunt for.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm with you. I want more spoilers.
As soon as we get spoilers, y'all get spoilers.
I'm trying to be positive. I am positive. I'm very positive.
Positive we're going to get spoilers before the next set.
I think...
Right there. Save Destiny right there. Down the alarm too. It's a great card.
Hey, it is a great card.
Yeah, my Target finally has them for $8.98 a set. Like I've been watching on Reddit. Yes, that 2-player. I've got 4 of them. Like I need any more, but I'm gonna get them and just give them to people.
That's nice. I can't find them in my local Target's clean out. I've looked and I missed the memo when they went on clearance, and now I can't get them.
Mine probably has at least $50 still at full price.
Really?
Price, right? That's
Isn't it crazy? Yeah. Dang it.
It's not like I need any.
I know. Although I'll take a couple more sound the alarms. But one other thing to mention with Worlds are thank you again to those who helped with our Kickstarter. And so for those of you waiting, we'll have some extra info coming out to those of you so we can start fulfilling some of those pledges. Mikey's got some custom voicemails to record, I think.
Do I? Sweet.
There's a couple, yeah.
All right, let's do it.
So
what do you think?
that. You wanna pop a pack and see what we find?
Let's pop a pack. Let me.
Card dissection.
All right, card dissection it up.
Hello, what have we here?
How about now, Joe? Oh man. Okay, we're back now. We're back.
Your MC Hammer Pants threw off the whole thing.
I literally did break
You
the
shook
mic.
them, boom, broke
Yes.
the whole thing.
Yeah. I can
Lesson
hear you.
learned.
There we go.
No Hammer Pants on the stream, breaks the stream.
Man, and nobody heard my MC Hammer story. Oh well.
Your secret is still safe.
It's not even worth me telling again. All right, let's crack a pack and
Woohoo!
see what we got. Are we gonna get a good card this week, or are we gonna get some BS?
So, are you drinking blue milk, Mr. Chip? Is that what I see you drinking?
He would catch it.
Oh man!
I thought it was just a margarita.
It could be.
I was going to pour one out for my friends from Rally Aid, but we won't go there. You know,
Pour one out for my homies. All right, here we go. Cracking it open.
Be awful. If that is that SIM card from last week, I might lose my
bartering.
This is good.
What is it?
We like this
Blue,
card.
Force Wave.
It is blue.
Oh,
No, it's not
Michael's
that good.
blue.
It's not that good. Imperial Might.
Don't do it then. So it's blue and it's good?
I mean, it's not great, but it's good.
Okay, so it's a rare, not a legendary.
Yes.
It's Obi-Wan.
No. It's a villain.
No.
It's
Well, it's
Mama
not Dark
Paladin.
Disciple.
No.
Mama.
No. I don't think you're gonna get it because I think it's pretty great, but other people might not think it's pretty great.
Maybe one more clue before just one more. Blue villain.
Blue villain.
Character card?
Yes, it's a character card.
All right, hold on here. Blue villain. It's not legendary.
And it's a reprint. Well,
Oh, it's Palpatine.
yeah. There you go. Good call.
Nicely
All right,
done.
well, we're there now. Palpatine, boom.
The reason I'm bad at guessing games.
I feel. Here's my thought. I know that we've got some great, talented, people who play this, and they've uncovered a lot of secrets. I feel like that card. There's still possibilities. I'm not smart enough to figure them out, but I just feel like there's something there with that card. There's got to be.
Yeah. I bet
I
it's
don't know what it is.
it's going to be like the original Palpatine where he doesn't start seeing amazing play till 2 sets later now? 3 sets later?
Yeah.
Right?
That's very true.
So let's go over it. It's Palpatine Darth Sidious. He is 12 health. Costs 16 and 24 elite. His die sides are 2 blasters, 2 sticks, 2 indirect, 1 resource, and 1 blank. He has a power action and it reads, play an event from your hand, decrease its cost by the number of different damage symbols shown on your dice. So he he's showing he has 3 different damage sides. So right away, that's working in his power action really well. His sides are very strong. You have a 50% chance of hitting a 2 damage, which is great.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
And the other 2 sides, 2 resources, you can't get mad at that because you'll be able to pay for a lot of good upgrades, and a lot of or control events. You can play him naked maybe and have like a ton of control, and you'll have plenty of resources to pay for it every time. And the art's pretty legit too.
I do like the art on this one.
Yeah. He's not.
I mean, I feel like 24 elite, right? Is that what you said he was?
Yeah,
elite
20 for elite. Yeah, and that's not even that bad.
No. Uh-oh. You gave Joe an idea to play Destiny naked. We got to scrap that real quick.
And that's why
That's a whole other event. That's
why I play on TTS.
You can play. That's true. Yeah, because I really don't know who you would pair him with at this point.
I
mean, he doesn't have the same staying power that original Palpy does, just because he's got that. You get an extra 2 damage when you resolve his die, and this one, not as much. But he's still awful. He's still awfully strong.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm surprised we haven't seen more of him.
Pair him with the Jawa.
That's about it.
Yeah, I was gonna say by the time, and a plot card, a Jawa and a plot card.
There you go.
Yeah, Rebel Trader was one that I see here, and then you get to play a plot, which is whoopee.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are plots are helpful in draft, not so much in constructed so far.
Yep. Except for the one that gives you extra resource. That one's pretty good.
I dig that one.
But,
so that's not a bad pick there, Mike. That's
It's not a
pretty
bad
good
pull.
out of there.
I think I only have one of him.
What card do you have in that card?
I think I only have one. So this is my second. Yeah.
Get out of here.
Nice. I know I have 2.
So my goal originally was to not be buying packs. It was just to get all my packs from draft.
Yeah, I heard
But
you talk about.
since the move, it's been so tough to get to a lot of drafts. So I've been slowly opening my packs. That's why I haven't got there yet. I'm going to have to open them all before Kubla, so I have all the stuff I need for all my decks.
Right? Yeah.
And that's the problem with playing on TTS is like I play so much on TTS that I don't have a need to buy cards. I buy them for the collectible value, and I like opening packs. And for events, when I have to go to events, I have to play real decks.
Yep.
They don't like me playing proxy all the time.
They don't like it, like drop it. Yeah, exactly. I brought the 6-sided die, and 1 equals this, and 2 equals that.
Yeah. They don't like that. All right. That was card dissection. Anything else you guys would like to say about Emperor or Darth Sidious Palpatine?
Yeah, I was gonna say different. I haven't seen a lot of him, so I don't have a lot of thought on where he's kicked my high knee or where I could kick someone else's high knee. That never happened. I don't know.
All right. Well, let's go ahead.
On that note,
all right. Well, let's go ahead and move into the show topic for today. We're going to talk about.
Wait! We got stuff to give away.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I can't believe I almost forgot about the giveaway. Oh man, I'm excited to get to the top 5.
I know you are. I'll make it quick.
Mr. Chip did it up. He made his so cool.
Did you peek?
No, I didn't peek. I did not look. Nope. It says no peeking, so I said I didn't look.
You come to the queue, baby. I gotta bring it.
I know. I like
prepared.
it. All right. Let's hold on. So let's get some stuff away.
Look, I ain't in this for your revolution, and I'm not in it for you, Princess. I expect to be well paid. I'm in it for the money.
So last week, we gave some of our advice, and if you've been on the Facebook page, we're giving you 15 days of tips before Worlds.
Yeah.
Not chips. Mr. Chips right there. We got tips on our Facebook page.
Much better tips.
So we had asked, what is your advice for players as they prepare for Worlds? Holy cow, Mike, did I get some long answers?
Yes.
I know how much you like that.
I love it.
He likes it because I write them all down, Chip, and then I stick them in here. Because I won't use an auto randomizer thing. I don't know.
What is that, a cookie?
So, no, I got Rex.
It's a popcorn bucket.
popcorn.
Rex was a popcorn bucket at a very popular theme park in the United States that gave them out. Well, you had to buy them.
We can't say it? Oh, because of...
I don't know. We probably can. But Disney, yeah. Thanks, buddies. Thanks, my friends. So, the prize, FFG, Full Art, Poe, and Captain Phasma promos.
The last set we got to give away.
I know.
Oh, that's nice and long.
A pretty good one. So our winner this week is David Melendez. And he said his advice was practice plenty of matches until the day before. Relax the day before the event so you're not burnt out that day. Eat a good breakfast. Stay hydrated throughout the day with water preferably. Take a reasonable amount of time to make plays. And don't be afraid to ask to read a card if you're unsure what it does. Pretty sound advice.
That is great advice.
Relaxing beforehand. I'll tell my wife that one with the kids. Say, honey, I need to relax.
I need to relax. Let me know how that works out. Yeah.
I'm going to be gone for 24 hours. So today, I need to relax for 12 before I... Could you please...
I'm relieved I'm not playing after driving 12 hours on. But David, you can message our Facebook page with your name and address, and we'll happily get these cards out to you. So good advice. There was some great advice on the page. Honestly, there was a lot of stay hydrated. Somebody said to drink Gatorade. That was pretty funny.
Just don't drink that haterade.
Yep, haterade. So for everybody else, it's another week and another question. So in honor of us talking about our top 5, we're asking you, what are your top 5 Star Wars Destiny cards to date? And we're giving away what? Mike, go.
Hold on, before we tell you what we're giving away, I encourage you to make up your own top 5. You make up your category, and then maybe explain why you chose that category in your answer.
Quit it! You're making the answers really long. Knock it off. Oh no! I knew that I was going to do this. Okay, so we are giving away this week the Legacy Release Event promos.
Nice.
So those are those really cool, except they're in Airbish, and I can't read Airbish, and I don't remember what all these cards are. But the Trooper, the Jedi Temple Guard, and I forget what the other one is, but I dig the art on it. It's the young Anakin art.
I don't know. I can't remember.
I can't remember the name of the card. Somebody out there is going to know who it
Can't believe you didn't write that down, Kim.
Jason sent me a picture
you.
right beforehand, and I failed.
Don't blame Jason. He's not even here. Don't be putting that on Jason.
That's why I'm blaming Jason.
Don't.
So he'll hear all this and edit it.
And edit it out.
So head over to our Facebook page, and you will find that question, and we will look for your answers next week.
All right. Now we can talk about show topic.
Now you can go to your show topic, Mike.
All right, let's do it.
You know, Mike, I just can't seem to get the cards I need in the booster packs I bought. I'm still missing a Mother Talzin, a Darth Maul, and I need some more battle droids. That 5-wide droid deck isn't going to build itself, and I have all these extra Yodas.
Seriously, Kim, I told you, check out Armada Games. You can buy and sell Destiny cards on their website, shoparmada.com. It's just a few simple clicks and bam, you are done. I used it just the other day, and now I got two Maul Sabers heading my way.
Hey, what are you guys talking about? We're in the middle of a break here.
Jason, you know how you've got all those extra cards from all those booster boxes you open? Mike says you can sell them online super easy.
No way, seriously? How? I've got to make room before this next set comes out.
Jason, whether you're new to the game or a seasoned vet, Armada Games has just what you're looking for. You can buy and sell your Destiny singles all from the comfort of your living room. Pre-order the latest sets of boosters and find the droids you are looking for. You can also check out their selection of Destiny accessories. And you'll get free shipping on orders over $75. For an even better deal, be sure to use the coupon code TheChanceCube and receive 5% off your Destiny purchase. Visit their website at shoparmada.com. Armada Games. Get in here and game.
But you know what I always say, speak softly and drive a big tank.
All right. So, trying to take a lighter approach to Destiny this week. Everybody's been so serious.
Right? We're not the serious. We're not a serious group of individuals here. If you haven't figured that out yet, then I don't know what you've been listening to week after week after week.
We're playing a game. It's just a game.
We'll make it. That's okay. Mike and I'll just take over the channel and just talk about board.
If Destiny goes under, we're talking about board games from now on.
Look at this. Look at all this. We're good. Mike and I are covered. We got the whole world covered.
We'll just be a Legion podcast.
We'll just go right in.
All right, so
we're saving Mr. Chip's surprise for last, right?
Yeah,
He's got this surprise list I haven't seen yet.
I want to see your guys. I want to see
a lot of stress. Are you making me go first, Mike? Is that what you're doing?
Kim, you are going first. So we were tasked this week with picking our top fives. Pick your category, pick your top five. And Kim is going to go first.
So I went with a super broad option of upgrade. I didn't drill it down into, because not all mine are weapons. It started to go that way, but I stuck with just ones, and you may not agree with these, and that is fine, and you can send your hate mail about it to mike@thechainscube.com.
I love it.
But these were these have been good for me. I've been so that's why I picked them. So if you don't like them, that's fine. You can make your own top five and go post it on the Facebook page.
Hey, you make your own podcast and make your own top five on your own.
Do whatever you want.
Wow.
The upgrades.
Kim is already upset and she didn't even give us her top five yet. Just relax.
Oh gosh. All right. So my first card's Ancient Lightsaber.
Yeah.
I was excited when this one came out. One, because I can't generate resources and it's only a 2-cost lightsaber. That made me super happy. Two, it's got that awesome. I love those huge modified sides on a die, even though I can't usually hit them when I roll them. But I like the possibility that it's out there. And three, this whole heal 2 damage from an attached character and then put it on the bottom of your deck. That's what I think makes this card so wonderful. So it's one that's going to be incredibly helpful in a mill. Just like kind of, I think we talked last week is, remember you have this card so that you can put it over there so you potentially don't get, milled at that point. And I just think this is one of the best sabers for the cost. So it certainly has it's a 2-cost lightsaber, like I mentioned. It's got a 1 melee side, a 1 melee side, a +3 that I love.
Yeah.
1 shield that I usually pitch to reroll for, and 1 resource and a blank. So those last two, I'm probably pitching to reroll most of the time, but I dig this lightsaber. And I like getting it with lightsaber pull, too.
Pitch? I don't understand pitch.
I have 30 of the cards I must play. There's no such thing as pitching.
Right. Discard. I'm sorry, I didn't know it was discard.
Oh, yeah, see, because, you've got that show that you talk about,
Branding.
I like it.
So my second card. What are you doing over there?
You're trying to get that. It's the wrong set.
I know the sound of that.
Yeah, I'm looking for ancient lightsabers. That would be amazing.
Can you imagine?
That would be pretty cool. That would be impeccable timing. Hey, that's one of the promo cards. That's not a particular one, but that character is one of the promo cards.
It was heightened awareness, is what you were thinking.
Heightened awareness.
Because I couldn't. I need to brush up on my Airbish. But
all right,
the second card on my list.
Is it ordered by your favorite, or what is it? Is it just
no, they're in no particular order. Just actually how the list came in my head. So that's a.
I will say I do like Ancient Lightsaber. It's a Miller killer, and I was so excited when I saw that. So
I dig that one. So next up, I have to go with Maul's lightsaber. Even though I haven't had much of an opportunity to play this card, and yes, I know it just got nerfed, so I still think it's strong. I still think it's powerful. It's got it's got 4 damage sides. I mean, 3 of them are modified. I don't care. I'm okay with that. And that's why I said not everybody's going to agree with my list, because I have different needs than other players.
I don't think anybody can disagree with that. I mean, it's amazing.
No, it is.
I mean, it's a 3, and I mean, it's Darth Maul. I mean, he's got the coolest saber, in my opinion, in all of Star Wars universe. That's true. He's not Darth at this point. They're saving that for another set.
Canon. Believe me, I'm the last guy to be correcting canon.
So he does have. So he's a 3-cost, which I still think is pretty reasonable for this. Is it? And then it's 2 melee, a modified 2 melee, a modified 3 melee, a modified 4 melee. That makes me super happy. 1 resource, and a blank. And remind me, I know he is blue character only, and I didn't write down the nerf, so shame on me. But
the nerf is you have to pay 1 to bring it back.
That's what I thought. Okay, I knew there was a 1 resource cost in there somewhere,
right.
So I'm okay with that. I can deal with that. So I think and I still think we're going to see this card's still going to see a ton of play, even with that nerf.
Although
like
I see it as a one-of slot for a lot of people.
Probably.
Yeah. Great
Probably.
card. Great card. I like it.
If I can ever get one, I'll 1-slot it, but I don't have one. So. Next.
Sevens deck, and I always wanted, so with Boba Fett special, I was trying to wait to get the most value I could out of that die.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. So my next card, this card was my best friend for quite a while. It's Riot Baton. So in my Baby Vader 9s deck, this is the weapon I wanted out. One, it's cool. I'm not gonna lie. 2, it lets you reroll. So I particularly love this card because it has redeploy, and it has that ability that after you roll this die into your pool, you may re-roll it. And I'm sure you've heard me say, I can't roll dice to save my life. And I roll terrible things. So I will gladly take any card that gives me an opportunity to re-roll into something better. But it's a 3-cost weapon, still fairly reasonable. It was epic on 9s, in my opinion. It was just fun to have because there was a lot of synergy with it, of course. 2 melee, 2 melee, 3 melee for $1, 1 resource, and then 2 blank sides. And so you're hoping, at least with that ability, you could roll. If you rolled a blank the first time, hopefully you could roll out of it the second time. But
have you seen so not nerf as in like the nerf of the card, the nerf version of that, or it's the battle, what are the battle sabers version?
I haven't seen
No.
that.
Yeah, so like whatever the what are they called? Build a Saber. I forgot what they came out with. The Star Wars toy.
Oh yeah, that Nerf has.
Yeah, was it Nerf who made those?
The one like you build
I'm trying to remember.
at Disneyland, like those ones.
No, they're the Riot Baton. I'm gonna check real quick. Build.
You gotta love. This is why Google is great.
Yeah.
Amazon. Let me see. It just came out. Yeah, it's the. No, I'll find it in a minute. But it's the. I think the blaster. I forgot. You know what I'm talking about. They came out on when the movie released.
Uh huh.
You could build the saber with all the different crazy configurations. But anyway,
I've seen that. Yeah.
They came out with this.
Oh, I need one of these.
You could clip it on and how.
Oh my gosh.
Cool. I'll find a link. And
That
Mike,
is cool.
it can go right back there. I'm looking at your setup, and it can go right on the top of your bookshelf.
Right here.
It'd be perfect.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so Riot Baton, it is absolutely one of my favorite upgrades to play. I will be sad when it cycles out.
Blade Builders. It's $29.99.
Play builders.
Blade Builders. Yep, the electronic
I
Riot.
dig that.
Sweet. It is worth. I don't know if it's worth it. So,
Oh, I'm gonna pull it up right now.
thing comes out.
$29.99. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, that's gonna be mine.
Play
See,
builders.
I can say that I'm buying it for my nephew, and then just keep it here.
Yep.
Oh, that is super cool. Yeah, it's on screen now. Everybody can see it. That is really cool.
So who makes it? So if somebody's listening after the fact, who makes this?
Blade Builders.
Blade. Sorry.
Yeah, Blade Builders. That is the same company that, like, when you're at Disneyland and you can get all the pieces to build a lightsaber. It's the same company that does that. Yeah, and you can buy all this stuff at Target too. Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
Target's my answer to everything.
Yeah, that stuff is cool.
All right. Well, after that product plug, back to my list. So
Let's get
next
back.
upgrade is Chance Cube. No, that is not a shameless plug. I will admit I was not sold on this card when it came out. I didn't like it. I didn't play it. Like, we got it as a spoiler, and I went meh, because I didn't. And I think since that time, it's come into its own, and does get a lot of play.
Mm-hmm.
It is helpful. It's another card that can kind of help with mill, or does it? Or do you have to discard it?
No, it returns to your hand. So it's
yeah,
again
that's what
another
I
mill
thought.
killer. Yep.
Which I absolutely like. And it does have some benefits on getting those resources out. So it's a 0 cost, which is great. I like things that cost Cheerios. And I think that we've seen it definitely kind of, I don't know, lift itself up a little bit in some different decks. I know we've talked about it. I won't get into huge, because we've talked about it other times on the show. But I was not sold on this card, but now I definitely think it is a sneaky little upgrade to add.
For
and
me,
then last...
That card gives me hope, real quick. That card gives me hope that FFG actually knows that content creators exist, because you got that spoiler. Like, if you didn't get that spoiler, then they don't even know anyone is making a podcast about Destiny.
Yeah.
The fact that you got that shows, of course you should get that spoiler.
We're pretty excited about it.
They know we're here. They know.
So the last on my list is probably the one most people are going to disagree with, and I don't care. And it is Quick Draw Holster. So this goes back to I can't roll dice. So let me start with that. I'm gonna try and get a dice tower.
You can't roll dice?
No, I'm terrible. Like, therein lies the Achilles heel to me playing Destiny. I cannot hit anything whenever I roll. I have found this to be most helpful, though, in draft. I have used this card like crazy in draft. Because especially when I screwed up and had a 20-card deck, and I needed some help with I can't throw away. I cannot discard to reroll. I have to. I had to use it, and so you can't. So it's been great. I mean, from that perspective, it is not an upgrade you'll leave on your characters for long in constructed play, but it lets you re-roll any number of that attached character's weapon die for 0 cost. So if you completely just muck it up on your first roll, like I tend to do, you can at least re-roll some of those weapon die. Mm-hmm. I haven't tried to piggyback it on the Riot Baton. Would that mean I could re-roll that die and re-roll that die? If I took...
Yes.
Yeah.
I can live with that. So that's... Yeah. So, yeah, I don't expect anybody to necessarily agree with Quick Draw Holster, but I love it, and I totally dig the art. So...
Very cool.
So that's me. Mikey, what do you got? I think I could have done worse.
Yes, you could have done worse.
You could
have done worse.
Could have done worse.
Are you worried? Do people pick on you? Is that what's happening
here?
I'm very used to it. It's totally fine.
Like, that's a great list.
Already, like, just even before she gave the list, she's like, direct all hate mail to someone else. I don't care.
I ain't got time for that, man.
Oh, that's Mr. Chips. All right, we're going. So we're doing my top 5, and I did card art. Now,
which is a pretty cool option.
There is so many cards out there and so many pieces of art. It was really hard to choose my top 5. Mm-hmm. And even after I made the list, like, I was thinking like, oh, wait, well, maybe I should have put this card in there. Oh, well, this card's really good. So these, I kind of tried to go for an Imperial kind of villain list, because that's pretty much all I know. So
hence the pants, right?
Yes, hence here's Darth Vader telling you to eat pizza every day. There's mostly Imperial stuff. But yeah, so this is my top 5 card art in no particular order. Well, kind of. And only one of them is not a villain, I believe.
Whoa. I'm impressed there was one that wasn't.
Well, because it was neutral. And that is a Jawa. And that's... The Jawas are so cool. And when anybody thinks of a Jawa, they just think of like these little glowing eyes shuffling around in a robe. But as you can see right here, he's got his rifle up and he's ready to take that critical shot at a speeder. So, and that's just what they portray in this picture here. I really like the art, and I really like how it looks on the die. I think it looks really cool on the die. It like flows and everything.
I agree with you. I love that card art. David Kegg did that art, and he's got a pretty sweet website too. But it's good stuff. It's a different take on it too. I just like it.
Yeah, yeah, and it's not too crazy either. It's super simple, but it conveys the message really well. It's a good piece of art. All right. Second card, Mother Talzin.
I'm not surprised.
This art is badass. I only was going to include one. It was between this and the Crystal Ball, and I think this one is just a bit crazier. So I decided to go with Mother Talzin. She looks creepy as all get out. She's totally in some like trance where she's like manipulating somebody or something. I like it a lot.
She's kind of scary.
My kid didn't sleep for 3 days after she saw that.
It looks like something from Stranger Things. It's like they're in like the what is the Underdark or whatever.
Yeah, it's kind of spider-like. Like it looks like she has some like are those tentacles? What are those things? It portrays scary. Like it makes her seem scary.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you on that.
All right. Number 3, we got some crossover. We got the Riot Baton. I played the heck out of this card.
I love this card. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, it's cool. It really looks like it's like electrified and it's gonna get you, and it's very menacing. Where he's like the stormtrooper standing over the top of you. I think it's really cool art.
I would say if you're familiar with the movie, you immediately think of that scene in The Last Jedi. Immediately.
When he whips that thing out all quick. Oh yeah, that's so cool.
That's very cool.
For $30.
You can.
I'm gonna have to get one of those.
It's a cool card.
All right. Next, BB-90. BB-90 does not get a lot of love.
Really?
But BB-90 is a badass. I love these interrogation droids. BB-90 and 000 are two of my favorite droids in the galactic universe, and this art is really cool. You don't see a lot of BB-90 art, so that's why I picked this card. And that's might have been a little bit more of a like I really like the character. Oh, we just went to the next one. I really like the character more than I like the art at this point. I don't know how to convey that message to you, but this art is still very cool.
Was there more to him in like the canon and stuff that I just don't know about?
Oh yeah.
Okay, that helps. I'm with Chip on that one. I don't know much. Dr.
Aphra created these two interrogation droids for Vader.
Gotcha.
So BB-90 and 000, which is like C-3PO, but all black with red eyes. Crazy. And they are just the creepiest droids ever. So yeah, that's that. And my final, of course, Darth Vader, Sith Lord. He's throwing the force choke, got the lightsaber, you got that red glow coming on him there. It's just badass. Hail Sith Lord Vader.
This would have been a hard list, man. Like, I don't know that I could have chosen just fine.
It was tough.
Did you open, either of you, Darth Vader in a pack of Awakenings?
Yes.
One.
That was a cool moment for me in Destiny when that happened.
When that dice came out and you saw Vader sitting on that dice and it wasn't a force choke, you were so excited.
Yep. It was a cool moment.
Yeah.
It hooked me. Very cool.
He was definitely the first deck I wanted to build, was the Darth Vader deck. Yeah, very cool. Let's go ahead and move on to the Pisa Resistance. Got the fancy, you got the logo, you got the background, you like did it up, man. I love it. I love it.
Didn't that bring it, or else this is it?
Well, judging so far, you're coming back, buddy. I can tell you that. We'll see at the end of the list, but right now you're coming back.
I love that it says no peeking on the cover page of yours.
So I can't see what you're seeing, but I know that you produced the heck out of this show, so I trust you're going to move them along. But so I tried to think of a theme, and to keep it's not Chance Cube After Dark. So I was going to do the top 5 cards that sound inappropriate but aren't.
There's some art that you could add to that.
Plenty, like Built to Last. Go Ray Staff. I mean, there's plenty Commando Raid. There's plenty of cards we could have done, but I'm not going to go there. But so I thought, if it's Baseballs, and I know that you've talked about that in the show too. So the scene by Schwartz is bigger than yours. These are the top 5 cards that you got to have some chutzpah to play.
All right. I like it.
Put them down. It's like you could your opponent's going to flip the table or something's going down. So,
Nice.
honorable mention. Those 2 cards that on the hero side and the villain side, that you will kill one of your characters yourself. So price of failure. That's not. I mean, that's kind of a in vogue card now because of Pro TK, right? But so that's the honorable mention for that card. And then which you defeat one of your blue characters, and all you do is exhaust a character, which doesn't seem like a great payout. But that's why nobody plays that card. But you got to have chutzpah to play those cards.
Oh yeah.
So, number 5 after that is Battle of Wills. So if you pull this card out, and if you don't know what this does, because no one's ever played it, it's each player activates one of their characters starting with you. Then you total the value of the character die, and whoever rolled the lowest removes their die. But come on, like that's Destiny, man.
That is.
Right. Play that stuff. That's the fun stuff of the game. So I love that card. Of course, I've never played it, but I got to ask. So it's Battle of Wills.
That's awesome.
I really like that card. It is very cool.
Yeah. Yep.
But he's right. I don't see it played.
No one's got the chutzpah to play it.
Nope. Nobody's got the kahunas.
See, I feel like this is the way I got to roll into a tournament if that's ever going to. So the next card is the one that a lot of Mike Rudin, who's on our podcast, he's known as the Rebel Spy, was talking about it. And it's over, I think, your way there, Mike, in California. There was a Cantina Brawl event. So the cool part was I don't think it was all yellow, but you had to have 2 Cantina Brawls in your deck. Mm-hmm. And the cool part about it, you could do that to anyone in the room playing. So the effect was I could say, if Mike's playing over at a whole nother table, I could do that effect to you, and you could pass it around the whole room. So really cool. I love that. That's the fun of Destiny that we know that we all kind of fell in love with this game for. And I love the card Cantina Brawl when you see that card come out. Have either of you played it or had it played out?
No, but I really like the sound of that tournament. That sounds really cool.
Right?
Those rules, those weird, funny, house rules like that are what really do make the game and what make it fun and what makes you want to go out and play.
Yep. That's just, we got to do more of that stuff. And I think people would get excited about that because, it's funny. All of us here and content creators, I mean, we live on Reddit, Facebook, and we kind of know the whole behind the scenes stuff. 95% of the people, they could care less. They just want to play their favorite characters and they want to pretend like they're part of the universe. And this type of stuff does it. Super cool.
Yeah.
So that's that one. Next card is Planned Explosion.
Ah, yes.
I just wait all game to set this thing up. Now you can tell who is that guy? That's not Yin Yub, is it? What's that guy?
You know what? I don't know.
Yeah.
I cannot remember.
So if you haven't seen this card, so it's 0. There's your Cheerio. And, if you have dice showing a combined value of 10 or more, you remove all your die and then you do 10 damage to a character. Not indirect, 10 to a character.
Yep.
If you've ever seen that on TTS, I've seen that played a couple of times, and it's just the coolest thing when it happens. That's flipping a table for sure. But I just love that idea of that card.
I've
had it done to me in person.
Yeah, I've seen it live once.
Yeah, that's
not to Mike.
You kind of almost you get up and you got to clap for your opponent if they pull that off.
Oh yeah,
pretty cool.
Yeah, you're counting up. You're all right, they got to hit me for 10 to kill me. And they're they're only showing 6 damage on die. You're cool, I'm good. So you just waste resources or play something that you probably shouldn't have, and you should have mitigated something. And then they play that, and you just what do you do?
Yeah, you
have a nice day. Roll your mat up. Put your stuff away. Roll your mat up and walk. Move on.
Yep. So that's that card for sure. All right, so that's that. The next card, I'm going to do something with it. Now, I know, Kim, you're a K2SO fan, and this is from that Rogue One movie, The Final Moment. Ready each of your characters after the action phase ends, you lose the game. So this is when I'm driving home from work and thinking about those broken combos, how can you really pull something off? This comes up. It's just so darn expensive. But I think back to that Bro TK deck, and you kind of go all in when you start killing your own character, and then you're doing leadership pulls, and you're going 3 times doing one round. Could you pull this off? Has this ever been? I've never seen it played. But could you play this off twice? If you had enough resources, I don't know how the heck you get 8 resources, but would these stack? Could you go twice, 2 ready phases plus throw a leadership? I don't know how hero cards. So
Well, I mean, there's decks out there, mill decks that make the money to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
But then they wouldn't have, I don't think they would have what it took to finish a game.
Right. That's the key. Like you got to be able to have something to do it.
You would need an aggro deck to do it. I've never seen it done though. That would be crazy to see it played twice in one round.
That'd be cool. I just like to see it played once. I haven't seen it at all.
Yep.
Well, you could reduce the cost, but that would only really save you 1 or 2 resources.
Yeah, I was thinking like what could generate enough money, and then
Yeah.
I'm thinking Thrawn, but then it's villain, so that's not going to happen.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Chance Cube's got to be involved, right? So how do you what would get you that money? I don't know.
And you would have to you would have to lose a resource every round to keep that chance cube out. So you would be netting 2 off the die every round. Still.
Right.
Huh, interesting. That's a thinker for sure.
Yep, but that's why it kind of sits there, and there they are, looking at the ocean.
Just like people looking at this card as it floats away in the ocean.
That's right. Floats away, never to This was this card's final moment.
When I put it in its binder spot.
Last but not least, the Big Daddy, the card
Ooh.
that I think everyone I think went through that moment when you started playing this game, and then you were if you ever played a collectible card game before, and then you see this card, you're like, yeah, I'm going to do something with this card.
Yeah.
There's got to be a solution that's involved in this card. And I think about, I don't know how to say her last name. You probably do. But so Bo-Katan, there's it crazy. I don't know who it is, but she can play yellow villain upgrades, right? So this could happen. And I've seen Destiny Center. It's Julian's his name. He's from Germany. He had a deck with this in it, and it was nasty. It was nasty with Bo-Katan. So I don't know. I have a feeling this card's going to come back in some way, shape, or form.
I think so too.
I just love this card.
Oh, I've seen people crime lorded a ton. Back in the day, it hasn't been that long, but I probably got hit with crime lord 5 to 10 times at least. It sucks.
Does not feel good.
And when they had a Jabba sitting on 8 resources, which wasn't hard for that deck to do.
No.
You're like, well, great. Just wait for him to hit a special.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know if it's the speed. What pulled this out? Why did this stop? Why did we stop seeing this? Is it because of Unkar? I don't know. You can still play Jabba Unkar, right? Points add up.
This not double elite though.
Oh, right.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure that's what happened, but this is a very cool card, and the art's cool too.
Yeah, it's probably my
favorite. It is. Yeah.
So, very cool. And now, if you play that card, you got to have some stone.
Oh, for sure.
Prime War, number 1.
Nice list.
I loved it. Great list.
Great idea to do that. Thanks for including me. That very cool.
Yeah. Anything else you'd like to say, Kim, about our top 5s, or maybe you have a suggestion for our listeners on what they could do their top 5 about?
Ooh, that would be a good. I mean, well, one, and actually, so I thought at first that you were doing alternate arts, not just and I would say, well, and those could go all over the place. Now, even with some of the FFG ones, that like those full art promos, I could easily pull a list of 5 out of something like that. You could, I'm sure we'll see some characters. That's one, but that one seemed. Everybody knows my top 5 characters. I didn't have to reiterate it in a countdown. I'm sure I've mentioned it quite enough on the rest of the show. So yeah, I'm excited to see what we get over on the Facebook page this week for other people's top 5s. A lot of options out there. You can go top 5 weapons.
I want to see someone do the top 5 inappropriates. That sounds like a good one.
I can think of at least 2 inappropriate arts that got some nicknames in my local club, but
there's a couple there. Save it for the Canto Bite or whatever that is. They could do it.
Yeah.
The After Dark party.
I want a list where the Jedi Alkalite is in that top 5. So what list would he be in the top 5?
Jedi Acolyte.
Characters
Yeah.
Characters I'm least likely to play.
I just want to make that. Probably every other week. That shows you how sad it is in the Destiny world with me. I've tried to find a deck for that.
Someday his prince will come.
God, the ship has sailed.
Kim, do we have any listener questions?
We did have one. So if anybody else has any questions that's in the chat right now, go ahead and get those in. The one I thought this was a good one. If you win the world championship, what card would you design?
I was thinking about that the other day. What would you do?
I would do for sure blue, for sure villain.
I'm not surprised. I mean that in a nice way.
Ooh. I would want to do something, a force power of some sort. So we've already seen force lightning. We've already seen force choke, mind probe. I don't know. Like, maybe it wouldn't be a villain card, but you'd have like a better Jedi mind trick or something.
That could be cool.
Jason had, I think when I first started listening to podcasts about Destiny, I want to say it was Jason came up with an idea, and I think the card was a split card, and it was "I love you, I know." Do you remember that when he brought that up? Were you? So it was like a half and half. I forgot what he said the effect. If he's watching or no, like I'd love to hear that again. I thought that was a great idea. Like, so somehow you have a yellow and a red, and it's kind of two colored card, and it does, I don't know what the effect is or how it plays. He explained it, and it made a lot of sense thematically. I love it.
I like the idea of a two color, and I've heard like dual colored characters too has been another thing. Like my husband Jim has mentioned that several times. I think I would go I want Han's dice.
Oh, for sure. That's definitely coming. That card's already for sure.
I'm sure it is. And, like with that question makes me wonder. I know that the winner of Worlds last year got to design a card, but I don't know that we've learned what that card was yet.
That's exactly my question. I think so. Was it Worlds or was it that is that what it was? That for Worlds?
I thought so.
I think so. I think we asked the question, and the answer was that it takes a few sets. And I mean, first they have to design the card and then figure out what set it works in.
Yeah.
So I would maybe Way of the Force might have it, or down the line. I'm sure you're like at least 3 sets out.
That would be so cool though if they announced that card at Worlds.
That would be cool. That'd be a good spoiler.
Listen, FFG, I got plenty of ideas for you.
Hire Chip.
They're not calling us anytime soon for that, I'm guessing.
They're not calling us for that. I'll tell you that right now.
That is you know what though? I think that's an awesome idea to have them announce it at Worlds, because then otherwise would it get lost in the mix, so that you give somebody this prize if you get to design a card, but then nobody knows what card you designed. Like that just seems So you would think they'd want to make some kind of pomp and circumstance with it.
They did that with the card. They did it with Thrawn, and I forgot the guy's name who writes a lot of the Star Wars books. I'm sure you would know. Very
Timothy Zahn?
Yeah, that's who it. Look at you.
Woo!
Wow.
1 point for Kim. That's all I get all night.
I guess they designed that version after him, the art.
Oh.
They presented him with that card. It was huge. It was awesome. Really, really cool.
Off of his Thrawn.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. He's the ultimate Thrawn writer. That dude.
Oh yeah.
Some really cool books.
He's a very cool guy too. He always comes to my local convention. So I've seen him there a couple times.
Nice.
But he can't sign my version of Thrawn. So.
Yeah.
Buy a real version and get it signed.
I know. Limited space in a tiny house.
Buy a first edition Heir to the Empire and have him sign that. It'd be way better.
Oh yeah. So one other question we had: what character is going to be the most played at Worlds?
Good question.
Ooh. So at one point in time, I would have thought Sabine, and I don't think so now. Yoda.
Yoda's been kind of quiet.
Anything.
Yeah, he's been super quiet.
He was in a ton of decks, but didn't really bring home a win. Chip, are you making a prediction?
Ready?
Let's see it. Yes.
I would be okay
I
with
hope
this.
so.
It's gonna be these two right here.
That's my deck right there. That's what I'm playing
Boba
at
Fett's
KubaCon.
sister, I can see that.
100%.
Yeah, that's what I'm playing at KubaCon, I think. It's what I'm most comfortable with right now.
Yeah, I think it's an accessible deck. I think it's still powerful. You know, I have a saber and a Maul saber in here, but it doesn't need to be.
But it's so fun.
That's my prediction, or Yoda. But
I'm gonna bring back Baby Vader. Just kidding.
Kylo too.
Emo kids. I'm gonna bring. That's what I'm gonna.
Yeah,
I'm not playing.
that is a deck
I'm
that
just
I
going
think
cover.
that deck is going to surprise a lot of people. I think, and I think it'll have a good showing at Worlds because Emo Kids is definitely starting to come back around. They got a lot of help, so we'll see.
Yeah.
on the Destiny DB right now, it's like on the front page.
You know, I want to see that Han Ray deck of Zach. Zach's from Team Covenant. I would love to see that make a little bit, only because that was such a fun deck. One of our local guys loved that deck, and Zach's been playing it for a long time and had some good success with it. I don't know if it has what it takes, but I think what that deck brings is his level of comfort with it. So no, it didn't get all the help a lot of the other decks did, but he's so comfortable with that deck, he knows it inside and out. I think that makes a big difference.
The guys at Arrowbrook Gaming do some competitive talk, accessible, and I really like it. And they talked about Cad Bane. It's a Cad Bane Lobot deck. I think Lobot, take Cad out of it for a minute. It's kind of cheap. There's a cheap mechanic in there for that if you're not ready for it, could hit you. But I think Lobot is some of the secret sauce here. I'm not sure what that pairing is yet with him, but he is a really powerful character. And being neutral, you can jam him in a lot of different places. But Cad's a guy who you could see pop back and catch some people off guard too.
It was a fun character when he jumped in popularity real quick and then disappeared.
Yeah, what was the deck he was with? It was Cad Phasma.
Yeah, it was Phasma, right? Yeah.
So it's cheap.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan. I am a fan of Lobot though. Lobot is such a cool such a cool character to play. I originally, like I'm sure everybody else, played it in the draft set first and was like, "Ooh, this might actually see some constructed play." So,
yep, get ready.
Get ready. All right,
well, let's wrap it up with some Star Wars talk.
Oh yeah.
The Jedi! What do you know?
Aww.
There you go. Good.
I've missed my cue.
You missed your cue.
I did. So at most of the end of our shows, we're all Star Wars fans at heart. So we like to wrap it up with a little Destiny talk. And Mr. Chip, I think you joined us for this last time too.
Yeah.
But anything new and exciting for you in just Star Wars realm of things?
Well, I do pick on people about the canon a lot, and I say that after 4, 5, and 6, did anything really even happen? But I had a few people who convinced me to read these.
Oh,
it's Dr. Aphra, and you talked about those.
Yeah, that's them right there. Yeah.
Yep.
And then this is the first appearance.
Nice.
I love it. I do. I love it. It's really, really good. So I've been trying to catch up on that and read it, and it's been a lot of fun.
Nice.
And the other thing is I got a couple really fun tools. I'm for my profession, I'm in educational technology, so I get to play with a lot of gadgets and toys and work with kids on them. And I got this really cool. It's called a Cameo Silhouette. Now it's going to sound really nerdy. It's like a scrapbooking tool, but it's like one of those. It's like a cutter.
Oh, okay.
Like
yeah.
Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah.
But one of the things you can make.
You can do some cool stuff with those things.
Yeah, so you can do some really cool stuff. So basically you just
okay, nice
pattern. It's vinyl, and you get the vinyl at Michael's for $1, and then you take the pattern.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
And you just throw it in. So I've done some cool fun stuff, and I'm just like addicted.
I need that for my car.
Like everything has Star Wars things out of now in my house. So I think my work is about done with the whole idea. But we got one more.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm telling you, it's like the best $200 we ever spent.
Nice.
I've seen it. A friend of mine has a Cricut version of, and we made, like, she printed off whatever you wanted, and we were painted on a sign. Do a really nerdy night of one of those.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a really...
that's cool.
Yeah, so it's definitely worth it.
Very cool.
A lot of fun. How about you guys?
For me, I'm wrapping up A Certain Point of View. It's been a very fun book. There was a couple stories where I don't think they needed to make all the voices.
I know which one you're talking about.
But
and I loved when you messaged me when you got to, but
for the most part, they're all very good stories. One of the stories by Will Wheaton, which is kind of interesting.
That was a good one.
That was actually a good story. What else? I've been doing a ton of Legion. I got this guy here that I've been working on that is painted. It's hard to tell and based.
Gray's hard when you're like
Gray. Yeah.
When Jim painted he's painted the one for Imperial Assault, and he had mentioned that was one of the hardest things he'd ever painted because you're just doing different colors of gray.
Yeah, they have.
But it looks good, man.
4 grays of base color only, and I still have to hit all the shading, like all the up shading in the light source. So we'll see. It'll probably be like 6 or 7 different colors of gray just to get the model done. But it's turning out good. Real quick, I want to do a corrections corner. I said that Afra made a BB-90 and 000 for Vader, but the first 2 original droids were BT-1 and 000. So I apologize for all my canon fans out there. Don't send me too many hate emails.
We won't take your card this week.
All right. Hey, I caught it before the episode was over.
That's true. That's true. I wouldn't have caught it at all because I'm behind Mr. Chip. I haven't read those comics yet, but they are on my list of things to read because I'm really interested to learn more about Dr. Afra because I think I will totally love her.
You will learn about those 2 droids very shortly in the first couple issues. So
I need to get all that together.
What about you, Kim?
So this week I love finding fun things on the internet that's Star Wars related and sharing them with all you crazy people. So my good friends over at the Nerdist have this Star Wars TIE fighter that is big enough to take a ride in.
Yeah, I'm going to bring it up right now.
And it's huge. It's got these crazy little tires on it. Hang on, I'm going to bring it up just so, because I made myself some, looked at it a couple times, but there's a couple things I wanted to point out.
And so the fans
I can't remember where this was. So if you want to look it up, you can Google search fan made Star Wars TIE fighter and you will find this article.
It's powered.
It's 1/3 scale model, but you can jump inside and it totally has wheels on it. Now you're not going to fly; you're just going to drive around. I guess I should probably clarify that you can ride, as in on the ground, on it. But it was from a guy in Nova Scotia built it.
There's even a YouTube video here. I won't play it because last time we got pulled from Twitch for playing videos we weren't supposed to. So go watch the YouTube video yourself. It's on the page here.
Yeah,
but everybody can see the picture.
It goes, mind you, hold on to your hats here, 6 miles an hour. I don't care. It would still be so much fun.
That's the cool part. It's based on the Kenner toy.
It is.
It looks just like a toy. It's pretty cool.
It's cool. Side note, you made me think of it with Kenner toys. There is a really cool show on Netflix, The Toys That Made Us.
That was a really good episode.
And they do a whole episode about how Kenner ended up getting that Star Wars license when everybody else turned him down. It's super cool to go check out. But then you can tie the two together.
Did you see the? I don't know if they did I think it was Kickstarter or it was whatever the other Kickstarter things for Hasbro on the Jabba's sail barge.
Oh, I did see that. Have you seen that, Mike? It's huge.
It closed, but I think that it's ridiculous. It's
and I can't remember how much it was. Yeah, it was gonna say it was stupid expensive.
So close. I was so close to doing it, but it's like it's insane. I
think Mike's looking it up because his face there's a very large smile.
I need
to spread across his face.
I'm trying to find it right now.
Yeah, just type in Jabba sail barge.
I did see some stuff on this, and I can't honestly. Shame on me for not bringing it. The show was one of those fun little.
It's insane.
This might have been the time that Hasbro also has that interactive Chewbacca that I desperately want when it comes out this fall.
Oh, really?
Oh, that thing is so cool.
So the box itself is 14 inches by 50 inches wide by 15
Good
inches
Lord.
Would you put in Jabba Sail Barge Kickstarter?
Do a HasLab, H-A-S.
Oh, yeah, Hasbro's HasLab. Crowdfunding Jabba $500 Sail Barge.
That's it.
All right, I'm bringing it up, folks. All right, and everybody can see it now.
I don't even know
That
where I would put
thing.
something.
Does it come with all the figures, too?
Yep. For $500, they'll play with it at your house, too.
They should.
Yep, it's got yak faces with it. It's insane.
I see Boba Fett. I see Jabba. Let's see. Oh, they got some more angles here.
Yep.
Oh, this is on geeks.com. Thank you,
Got the Power of the
geeks.com.
Force card back packaging with the coin and everything.
Really?
Yep. Yep.
Oh, man.
Painted too, so the painting is like ridiculous to it.
Wow, it looks so nice.
Yep.
Okay, well.
So it says here you're getting some sort of a special booklet on it, like they call it behind the workbench. That's being shipped tomorrow. So I bet you might see a little bit of that world. Chance of maybe show.
Oh, that would be cool. I'll have to keep an eye out.
Yeah.
You know, it is nice being like they know that everyone who loved Star Wars in their youth now generally has, if they're lucky, has some disposable income or kids that they want to share this with. When really we all know that I have a niece and nephew. I buy the toys for myself. I know everybody else does too. So yeah, they totally get us because they make this amazing stuff now that you're like, oh well, I could, like the Lego and all that stuff.
They know we can afford it.
I'm gonna buy that stinking Chewbacca. That's happening. That.
Yeah.
I hope Jim Breeze isn't listening, but that's happening.
Mike inspired me because I laughed at first. You were talking about like cosplay costumes and that you sew, like you're able to do.
I want to see that, Mike.
I can be creative like the stuff you saw with the vinyl and things like that, but I'm not good at that. At least I don't think I am. But then, like the more I think about it, like on May 4th, which is coming up next week, right?
Mm-hmm.
In our local AAA team, the Rochester Red Wings they have a home game on the 4th. So I thought, you know what? That's the time I'm going to get my kids. We're all going to go out and they've got really cool Endor jerseys that the players are wearing.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
And there was a special it was cheap. It was like $28 or something ticket, but you get a Red Wings May the 4th be with you hat that they're doing special. And I thought, let's make a day of it, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna wear something. I don't know what it's gonna be.
Nice.
I mean, I'm definitely gonna wear something either way. Put it there.
Hopefully.
I mean, I could just bring the blue milk, but they'll think it's probably something else.
They'll probably
That's
think it's
true.
alcohol. You get pulled over. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, that's funny. You'd be surprised.
You
Yeah.
inspired me to try to do something. I just don't know what it.
Just do start with like a dark brown robe. Just do like a Jedi robe.
Yeah.
That's super easy to sew. You only have to sew edges and sew like a corner on a hood.
Yeah, I don't know. You're pretty talented.
Nah. I watch a lot of YouTube, man. I honestly, I learned how to do this. I learned how to sew. I learned how to do these models. I learned everything on YouTube.
You can't learn everything on YouTube.
You can.
You know, Jim found he's got a Jedi costume that's not bad looking that we put up on. Because I didn't have the sewing machine yet. So from there, we'll take that as a base and kind of enhance it. But
cool.
I have a Han Solo cosplay, so I'm still working on that one.
All right. I think
on that note, we did a show, you guys. We made it.
I think we did. Chip, again, I'd really like to thank you for coming on the show. Can you tell people where they can find you?
Yeah, for sure. Just head over to Discard to Reroll. That's TO Reroll, or Pitch to Reroll. That won't actually get.
Why didn't you go with that one?
It just didn't roll.
Nah.
Also, I didn't pitch more. Head over there, and then we're on iTunes and iHeartRadio and Spotify next week and all kinds of stuff.
Awesome. Oh, you're going to be on Spotify too? Awesome.
Yeah,
cool.
I think it starts next week. So the 3 people that my mother included will be listening on Spotify.
I wish my mom listened.
Right. Yeah. It's a great community, and I love your stuff. So thank you. It's a lot of fun being on your show.
Right
Awesome.
back at you, Chip. Thank you for joining us again. For filling in for Jason. We, like they said, but
We lost everything you just said, Kim.
I said we appreciate the audition.
Mike did a great job.
Yeah, right. Thank you to all the listeners out there. Again, I'd really like to thank everybody who helped fund the Kickstarter. It means the world to us, and it brings the Warm Up to Worlds to you guys. So, and all this awesome coverage. I hope you guys enjoy it. You can follow us on all the social medias, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch. Find us over on Discord. If you have any hate mail, send it to kim@thechancecube.com. And everybody have a nice night.
This has been The Chance Cube, a Star Wars Destiny podcast, a non-profit organization dedicated to building community through gaming. Visit our website for all things Star Wars Destiny, including our price watch, meta tracker, and latest articles from the Chance Cube family. Find our latest videos on YouTube, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and visit us at patreon.com/thechancecube. Your patronage allows us to grow this program and help us give back to the gaming community by sponsoring events, giveaways, and supporting our own community building initiatives. This is Mike Hill, the voice of the Chance Cube. Thanks for listening. The Chance Cube is not affiliated with Fantasy Flight Games, Lucasfilms, or the Walt Disney Company.